Hi, I'm Mike Osborne from Accessible Me. With schools about to break up for summer and many of us planning holidays, now is the time that people are looking to book flights, hotels and activities online. But for many people with disabilities, something as simple as booking a flight can be full of unnecessary barriers. In this short video, I'll take a quick look at the Ryanair website and highlight a few accessibility issues that might make it harder or even impossible for some people to book their travel. Now, this isn't about naming and shaming. We know most companies aren't trying to exclude people, they often just aren't aware of the issues. This is why we're going to do videos like this, which is to raise awareness and to help people build a more inclusive world. So we're on the website now. If you are able to follow along with us, you might see already there's a pop-up in near the search bar. Not sure where to go? Click here to discover new destinations. A good start, but if you are using a screen reader, the non-descriptive link of click here, especially if you are unable to see, so if you're blind or have low vision, isn't a very helpful prompt. If they'd simply highlighted and selected discover new destinations and hyperlinked that, that's a descriptive link which would tell the user exactly where they need to go. Before we move on, let's look at the tab index. So many individuals, especially if they're not adapted with a mouse, might be using keyboard navigation to navigate through the website. So let's see what happens here on the Ryanair website. Well, if I hit the tab key, the first thing it's doing is taking me to return trip, and I can apply a promo code. For some reason, it has skipped the one-way option, and it's also assumed I want to stay on flights, so therefore ignoring car hire, hotels, and gift cards. Let's tab a little more. So I'm now in the from, so it assumes I want to travel from London Newton. Is give me a destination and gone to search. Now I would say at this stage they're using arrow keys and things like that. I could probably dive into the menu a little more, but already we're seeing if I want to find, look at the plan section towards the top. If I wanted to look at frequently asked questions, or I wanted to select some of the other features, already aspects are being skipped. If I scroll down a little, I don't really want to sign up at the moment, but I'm not seeing an immediate way to close this box. But if I click the little email icon, then that's disappearing. And there's this big banner. There's a countdown, 11 hours and 25 minutes and 30 seconds. That does seem to be text on the screen, so that is updating dynamically. But below that we have a banner which says Summer Saver, fly from just £29.99. That is a image of text, so again it's unlikely that if you're using a screen reader at this stage you're going to be able to see what's going on. Let's have a look at the developer tools and see what that shows. If I right click and go to inspect accessibility properties, I can bring up a menu which tells me what kind of features are there on this image. So having a look, I can see that the text label is relatively blank. So as I had assumed, the description hasn't really got anything useful to say in terms of describing this image to somebody who couldn't see it, whether they are blind, whether they have low vision, or otherwise. If we scroll down a little more, there is another banner. If I hover over, I'm not seeing the ability to select text, so I'm assuming this is another image of text, which says Ryanair Prime, travel like a king, watch your savings take off, join now, take off to savings today with Ryanair Prime, and save up to £470. Let's take a look at this one, so right click once more, inspect accessibility properties. I can see that it's highlighted, that is hyperlinked, sorry. The role is image there, and it does somehow have some attributes, but once again, having a quick look at this link, the description is blank, so it's probably not describing this to people with disabilities. Let's see if we can actually plan some travel though. And so if I select plan from the menu and go on to Fare Finder, once again I have a different screen here, so a return trip, one way, or apply promo code. If I revert back to my keyboard navigation and start using the tab key, I can see it's on the return trip link. It has skipped one way for one reason I'm not quite sure, and skipped to promo code. I'm now on the from, so choosing my starting place, town, city, country. I can go to, so I can select my destination. But even if I repeatedly tap the tab key, I seem to be stuck in a bit of a keyboard trap. So I am limited here if I'm not using the arrow keys in how I can actually navigate any further in this website. Scrolling further down there's a map icon. Maybe I just select some things here and try tugging from here and picking up where I left off. Now I appear to be trapped. I'm not going to take up too much more time specifically in this video, other than to show you that within just a couple of minutes of landing on this website, I've hit a number of issues such as a lack of alternative text, a lack of keyboard navigation, a lack of descriptive links. All of these things are going to restrict my ability to book a holiday. So we hope this quick micro audit has been helpful and sparked some thoughts around inclusive design. Have you come across any websites that create barriers or frustrations? Or is there a site you'd like us to review next? Let us know in the comments, we'd love to hear from you. Together we can help make the web more accessible to everyone. Thank you.